Hey guys, this is Wood here. I just want to make this video just to talk about the 2017 K&M Duels. I'll talk about the first one. The first 28 laps or so, not a whole lot actually happened. Brad was just in the lead. There was a bunch of stack ups and everything trying to pass some, and just the package and everything still isn't the greatest because, you know, the leader could just block both lanes and they can pretty much hold them off. But once the restart kicked in and everything was starting to go, once again for that second and final run, it was pretty solid. There was more passes for the lead than I honestly thought, and it was pretty intense, so it was interesting. But of course there has to be something for me to not like. And what was it? The two people, or three I guess, but the two main ones that were going for the spot to advance in the 500, basically pretty much what boiled down to is Corey LaJoie just turned Reed Sorensen. Reed Sorensen was in front of Corey LaJoie, and there was a little bit of room, like they're already too wide, and freaking Corey LaJoie's like, oh, let's just make it three, try to make it three wide, and gets the inside of him, turns him. He's like in the interview, and so like, oh, I didn't mean to, and it's like, well, what the fuck? You had no room to make that kind of move anyway, so you brought that on yourself with being an idiot. But Corey LaJoie's in the 500, so thank you, Corey LaJoie, for being an asshole. Sucks for Reed Sorensen because Reed Sorensen's better than Corey LaJoie. I know it's not fair because Corey LaJoie doesn't have the experience and all the stats to back it up, but I rather have Reed Sorensen because Reed Sorensen innocently got fucked over in the Busch Series, or a Nationwide Series, years ago. He was like up in the top 3 or 4 in points, got completely just let go. So I always kind of liked him because I thought, you know, he was fucked over so bad. But aside from that, it was a stupid move. It was a stupid, dumb move. But Chase Elliott ends up winning the race. Bunch of hoopla. Apparently there's a bunch of people very offended that the Monster Energy girls in the background had revealing clothes, which is funny because I don't give a shit. I don't care. I mean, I care about Monster Energy girl because it's nice, but people who complain about stupid, there's just no point. It's just pointless to me. But as far as the overall race for the first one, it was actually not that bad. It was pretty quiet for the first half, and then, you know, second half actually got somewhat interesting, but it was all right. It was all right. Now for the second duel. Oh my god, that second duel, the first half, nothing. Like the first duel in the first half had something happen, kind of, but second one had nothing. Like nothing worth noting. The only thing that was worth noting was that Hamlin passed Junior for a good maybe, and he was up there for maybe a good 2 laps. And then Junior took it back and it was on the outside the whole time, and it made it fucking boring. So nothing happened. So that was absolutely just terrible to watch. The second half was almost the same way. It got a little bit more racier, but not a whole lot amount to anything in the second half. Like, there was an incident where Davey Reagan got into Jimmy Johnson. Johnson got turned and got into Ryan Blaney, which sucked because Ryan Blaney seemed to have a decent car. But also, the caution came out because Jimmy got damaged for that incident, scraped the outside wall. Caution came out. I didn't know why there was a caution that came out for it because he just scraped the wall and he was already regained. And he was already going down pit road, like in the middle of like turn 3 and 4 when he hit the wall. So, or going into 3 when he hit the wall. So I thought that caution was unnecessary. I didn't think it needed to be come out. And also, like, before that, Ryan Blaney was already, you know, smoking, and I think possibly had a tire go down and rubber was flying off the car. Wasn't too sure about that, but again, another pointless inconsistency where it's like, well, they threw the caution out for Jimmy. I mean, obviously he hit the wall. God forbid, he might have been dead after that wreck. You know, he was already on the outside. The car hit the wall. He was probably dead. That's why they threw the caution out. You know, just got to make sure. You know, he might have died from that little incident, but I just thought that was a pointless inconsistency there, just because, you know, the whole Ryan Blaney thing, they didn't throw it out, but for Jimmy they did. But I would give a shit, but it makes more sense because he tapped the wall, so I don't. It's still unnecessary. But then we get to like the final, like, last 10 laps of the race. More of Junior just blocking both lanes. I was just like, yep, Junior's got it. And then all of a sudden, Austin Dillon gives Denny a big push, and it catapults him and gets around Junior. Junior really didn't have any help on the bottom or anything, so he was just all up by himself. And Hamlin took the lead, and it got a little bit interesting because we had Kurt Busch, who always is underrated at these restrictor plate tracks, actually kind of have a run for it. Didn't amount to much, but it was something. I would say I should be shocked about Hamlin winning, but he's in a Gibbs car. He was already put to the back for a penalty because he passed too many things on pit lane, and he obviously had a good car, so I'm not shocked. It's almost to be expected for a Gibbs car to do well at this point, but still surprising. I didn't think anybody would get by Junior. Very rarely does it ever happen at these kind of tracks in the last lap, as far as I can recall. So pretty shocking. Obviously, sucked for me a little bit because I like Junior, but he deserved it. He was like the second best car, so I'll accept it. And that was really it. I mean, very quiet. Not a whole lot happened. It was just pretty either absolutely abysmal or just meh, really. The first duel, the first half had not a whole lot happening. If I were to rate things overall, probably the first one will be way better than the second, just because I think overall the first was a bit more racier than the second overall. But interesting finish for the second duel. The first one, Chase won, so that's cute. I don't even know what more to add. It's just a very quiet, chill race, really. I mean, I said that twice, but it's just not a whole lot happened. Also, I'm watching the Refuse to Lose thing on Fox Sports 1. Of course, 9 5 minutes in, Ray Everham's just like, in 1996, we should have won a championship because we got 10 wins. And I'm just sitting here like, Ray Everham, you're a fucking idiot. Fuck you. You are low-key shit-talking on Terry Labonte because Terry Labonte did not have 10 wins. Like, you weren't consistent enough to win a championship. Wah. Like, come on. It's fucking stupid. Like, it was just so I just thought it was a low blow kind of thing because, like, they were teammates at the time, so why would you shit talk them? Like, Terry Labonte's fucking awesome. Bullshit. That pissed me off a little bit. Like, I don't mind Gordon, but that shit he said was just ridiculous. Like, I can't stand the fucking people that have the mentality of, oh, just because you have the most wins automatically should make you the champion. Like, fucking stupid. Like, if you have 10 good races and you got another 26, 23 bad races, then you shouldn't win a championship because you got more wins. It's based on consistency, and it was like that back then, so fuck you, Ray Abraham, you're stupid. You weren't consistent enough. Get the fuck over it. It's been 21 years. Then again, I'm a little bitch, so I mean. And that's really it for the duels. Not a whole lot happened. They really didn't talk about the people in the back a whole lot, which kind of sucks because they always used to do that back in the old race, like, 10, 15, 20 years ago and even further. They always seemed used to talk about the people in the back and stuff trying to race their way in. They really didn't do that, which sucks. But Kennington got in, so that's very nice. He's a Canadian, so different country driver getting in or whatever. Yeah, that's awesome. That's fine. I don't know what else more to add. Hope you enjoyed. Apologize if it wasn't super ranty and ravey, but nothing quite pissed me off too much. Maybe because Logano didn't win. That could be why. But that's really it. Just chill, quiet, not a whole lot happening kind of race, but I'm not expecting a lot for the 500, just expecting for maybe a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10 type of race. The package they have just isn't very entertaining to watch unless, somebody doesn't pit and stay as out or something, but that's really it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.